Before we start this episode, here's a quick preview of what's coming. Ready to take charge of your finances and master the art of money management? Cash Course is your ultimate guide to financial literacy, from personal budgeting to macroeconomics. Check out more episodes at PragerU.com.
Dude, I am so hyped for this new Prager Station console.
I know, but look at this line. It goes right around the building.
Yeah, that's because it's so great. Everybody wants one, even though it's very expensive.
It's like real life supply and demand right here.
Supply and... Wait, what are you saying?
Supply, like how much they have, and demand, how much people want it.
Sorry, we're all sold out.
Sold out? I demand an explanation for this.
Looks like another episode of...
Supply refers to the quantity of a product or service that producers can provide to the market at different prices.
Like the supply of Prager stations, am I right?
Yes, that is a product.
It could also be hot dogs, strawberries, plumbing services, etc. The list is almost endless. On the other hand, the producers of these products or services are not. These include individuals, businesses, and even entire industries. To determine how much or what to produce, they have to factor in various things like production costs, availability of resources, technology, and competition. Then we have demand. Demand is the quantity of a product or service that consumers are willing or able to buy at different prices.
Like the demand of Prager stations. Think about it.
Exactly. It's all about what people want and how much they are willing to pay for it. Demand depends on price, personal preferences, income levels, trends, and fads. However, it's the relationship between supply and demand where things get interesting. When the supply of a product is high at a specific price and the demand is low at that price, we have what we call a surplus. In other words, more of the product is available than people are willing to buy. When that happens, producers may need to lower prices to encourage consumers to purchase more to balance the supply and demand. Imagine a farmer with an excess of strawberries. To clear the inventory before it expires, he may need to lower his prices. On the other hand, when the supply of a product is low at a specific price and the demand is high at that price, we have a shortage. This means there's more demand for the product than there is supply. In such cases, prices tend to go up because people are willing to pay more to get what they want.
But why can't the producers just increase the supply if the demand is so high?
It's called scarcity.
I don't like that. I want my Prager station.
Just keep listening.
Fine.
Well, he's right. There's always a limit or scarcity of supply, and there will only be so much product on hand on a given day or a certain time.
Thanks.
Producers might very well miss an opportunity if there isn't enough supply to meet demand.
Oops.
But if there is too much supply and demand is not there, the business will lose money on the cost to create the supply. Producers must consider carefully how much supply to create. In a free market, this invisible hand between producers and consumers constantly shapes the market, influencing prices and rebalancing the supply and demand equilibrium. For example, if the grocery store sells out of strawberries today, more supply may be brought in tomorrow. Then you've got factors like changes in technology, natural disasters, and even global events that can all affect supply and demand, causing ups and downs in prices. On the other hand, while sometimes necessary to stabilize markets, protect consumers, and prevent abuses, artificial production and price controls mandated by government regulation can cause a surplus for which there is little or no demand. These policies also tend to create scarcity and higher prices for things consumers do want. Now that you know a bit about supply and demand, let's take action. 1. Observe how prices change over time regarding various services and products. Track something as simple as a popular product or an everyday commodity like gasoline. Notice how national or global events affect those changes. 2. Be smart when shopping. It can be easy to buy the latest product and end up paying a price you'll later regret.
Oops.
Exercise a little patience, and you may be pleasantly surprised at how quickly prices drop when demand goes down. Your budget will thank you. 3. Consider what opportunities exist around you to meet current or future demand for a certain product or service. More than a few successful businesses and entrepreneurs have been started by simply observing and taking advantage of the lack of supply around them. Understanding and appreciating the basic economic principles between supply and demand is essential for any business and consumer. You'll gain insights into how the world of business works and learn to make smarter choices when you shop. And someday, you might just create an amazing product or service that the world didn't even know it wanted.
Here's what we're going to do. Hear me out. We're going to take a Prager station, we'll 3D print it, then we'll sell it to people. And we're going to make a lot of money. I don't know where you're going, but I mean, remember, supply and demand.
Or maybe not.
Watch more at PragerUkids.com. And parents, don't forget to subscribe.